Welcome to the Nick Nice Show. Ooh, I'm so excited about today's episode. I hope you are too. Thank you for being my neighbor. Again, I'm your host, Nick Nice. This is the Nick Nice Show. Did you hear that voice of how excited I was? Did you hear that? Like almost a screech. Anyways, we have a great and amazing guest with us today. We have celebrity publicist Crystal Jordan of Enchanted Branding and PR. She's joining us today. We're going to talk about all things pop culture. Jeyoncé. We're going to talk about the Ray Rice situation, so stay tuned for that. And we're bringing you the Nicest 3 music video with the Nice 3. See, the Nice 3, the Nicest 3. Anyways, and we also end the show with Said Nicely. But first, we start with the Nice List.
Do you wish you had seen this videotape before it was released by TMZ?
Absolutely.
Why?
That's why we asked for it on several occasions. Because when we make a decision, we want to have all the information that's available.
Of course, we have to start this week with the NFL. The NFL was getting sacked all last week with bad news after bad news, starting with the Ray Rice situation, which led to an investigation into the NFL by the NFL regarding the tape or whether or not they saw it or received it. This comes after the AP reported the NFL office received the tape back in April with a voicemail to confirm. Then the light was turned to Greg Hardy from North Carolina, as well as Ray McDonald from San Francisco, both in similar situations. Hardy was deactivated for Sunday's game after many people wondered why they were still allowed to play in the first place. And then you end the week with Adrian Peterson getting arrested for child abuse after being indicted by a grand jury in Texas. Make no mistake about it, the NFL is on defense and there's a lot of folks moving the ball down the field as it pertains to ousting Roger Goodell. It's like he's a stationary quarterback behind a weak offensive line and the dogs are coming in for the sack. Only time will tell if Goodell will survive, but one thing's for sure. If the NFL doesn't get its shit together, the situation will go from being a really bad headache to a full-blown concussion. See what I did there?
So tonight, with a new Iraqi government in place and following consultations with allies abroad and Congress at home, I can announce that America will lead a broad coalition to roll back this terrorist threat.
Looks like the president and Congress are stuck between Iraq and a hard place, as the president spoke last week about the scourge that is ISIS or ISIL. While stating that the U.S. will send 500 service members and continue airstrikes, he also talked about building a coalition, leaving open the possibility they'll hit ISIS in Syria, which is key, and the need to destroy ISIS basically before they come for us. Now, the rock and hard places of the situation is that getting back into a war in Iraq is the last thing this president wants to do. But with ISIS being the threat that they are, or so that we're being told, we have to do something. Clearly, bombs over Baghdad isn't working, and we're not really getting the job done. And it's no coincidence that the current outcome matches exactly what we're getting out of Washington.
I would describe it as a big brawl, as a lot of people and other people there were describing it, a big crazy brawl.
Speaking of plain and simple, CNN is reporting that Sarah Palin and the Palin clan got into a big brawl last week, Love and Hip Hop style, while attending a party for her husband Todd. Maybe Mona V could do like a Love and Politics Alaska starring the Palins. I could see like Sarah as the Alaskan version of the Puerto Rican princess. Anyways, the reality star and former VP candidate tried to break up the melee involving her family and some of the other partygoers. Ultimately, the police came, no one wanted to press charges, and they kept it moving. Now, don't get me wrong, like I like Sarah Palin. Willow's mom has got it going on, but looking back on it, was this woman possibly going to really be like the vice president of the United States? I mean, if she can't even break up a fight between friends at the party, how could she break up a fight between nations, right? Anyways, that's water under the bridge, as I don't see her running for anything anytime soon. But I best believe, and you best believe, that she won't stop doing what she does best, which is run her mouth. At least just not on this subject.
He changed those words to the lyrics just to get us talking, and so we're talking.
Man, Jay-Z has done it again. They are no joke. Jay-Z changes one line in a song and the world goes crazy. So last time we talked about Jeyoncé, the couple was headed for divorce. Then we see them on the music video awards, all happy family style after Beyonce's performance, right? Now they're in Paris and Jay is trying to win her back. And then while performing Beach is Better, he changes the line by saying pregnant with another one. And that's when the internet went nuts. Wow. That's how you do it, people. Got folks stalking every word to get a tidbit of information. Point being, in a day and age where people are so quick to put all their business out there, maybe we can all learn something from them because they got it going on, okay? Now, I'm starting to think that, like, maybe Blue Ivy isn't even really their baby's name. You know what I mean? That might be some shit they put together, like, to protect her identity. Like, her real name could be, like, Felicia or something. By the way, I meant nothing bad by saying that. I was just commenting on how they keep their business private. I don't need the Beehive or the agency coming for me, okay? And yes, it's apparently that. I just got an email and I'd like to read the prepared statement. My obvious comment was done in poor taste, and I now realize the gravity of my actions. I'd like to apologize to get them out of here. Actually, don't. Stay tuned. We have more coming up with our celebrity publicist, Crystal Jordan. We'll be right back after this. I was a Baby C. Wood.
The Nick Knight Show, sponsored by Audi of America. Truth in engineering.